Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm just gonna be doing a little bit of a recap today because I haven't done any vlogs or like talked about much in a while. Like literally I got back last night at 2 a.m. We drove 11 hours from, where was our last stop? We were gonna stop in Arkansas, I don't know, whatever state is before Arkansas, that's where we were at. And we drove 11 hours all the way back home, got home at 2 o'clock in the morning last night. We were gone for literally exactly 4 weeks. We left last month to go to Phoenix. We took it was like a 4-day trip there. It was really cool. On the way we went to Little Rock, Arkansas, and we stayed in like Airbnb there. And then we saw my family in Oklahoma. I've said this before, but you always know where you are at, like what state you're in or what part of the country you're in based on the grocery stores they have. If I were a fruit or vegetable or whatever squash are, I would be these ones. And we like trespassed into some like fields over there and took some cool photos and stuff, and I got to see my family.
Oh no, we're having corn. So, we're having corn and carrots. Yeah, so we don't.
And then they fixed us like a Cracker Barrel breakfast. It was amazing. And then after that, we went to New Mexico, I want to say. And I don't know, we eventually ended up in Phoenix. So we were in Phoenix and Cameron was doing a Dropout Kings record. And then I was there, I just took some photos and stuff, but I was really just kind of hanging out for those 10 days or whatever he was doing. Hey little baby, come here. And I ended up going to Sedona and just kind of having some adventures by myself. And I went to the Devil's Bridge, which I had never seen before. And it was beautiful. Like literally there were so many stops along the way to the destination that could have been other destinations. It was just so beautiful. So I did that, and on the first I had a show in Los Angeles, California, and I played Emo Nite. So Emo Nite's in like a bunch of different states. I think it's international, I want to say, but it originated in Los Angeles, and that one's like a huge deal. So Travis Barker was there, Jim from Jimmy Eat World was playing downstairs, there was a bunch of DJs and stuff, and then I played the stage upstairs, and I mean, the show sold out. Like, it was a really good show. So, did that, and I have some live footage for you I'm gonna be uploading just so you guys can see how that went. Rehearsal, like that's it. We had one rehearsal before the show. We drove from Phoenix to LA the day of the show, spent the night there. I guess things always go wrong in shows, but like, I mean, for me, my history with shows is like when I was in a band when I was in middle school, and those are always gonna be like pretty freaking terrible. So in comparison, this is a flawless show. But no, honestly, I was really stoked about it, and I think that it went really well. And I had people singing along, and it was just great. So, and I'm like trying to make a slideshow for you because I didn't vlog at all. Like, it's been a month, I didn't really film anything. I just didn't feel like it. I want whatever I make to feel like authentic and like passionate, because you can tell when it's not. And so I thought I would just kind of film whenever I felt like it, and then I'll just make like a slideshow while I'm telling you about it. So that's what I'm doing. We were in LA for a couple days, but we really only stayed there, I want to say 3 nights. We stayed at my old place in Santa Monica, and Christian, my guitarist who flew in from Chicago, he had never been to LA, so it was cool. We got to like bike around the beach area, and we took him to Hollywood, and we ate midnight breakfast there with like my old producer, and then we all went to like over to his place in Hollywood until like 2 a.m. and they were just like having a jam session.
Geared up.
And it was really good. Like, we packed so much into this last month. It's funny because I don't realize how abnormal that is, and then I'm like looking at all of this, like this is what I did in the last 4 weeks, and it's like so much stuff. Yeah, and then after we left LA, we went to Nevada, and we went to these hot springs called Ringbolt Hot Springs, I think. They go by a couple different names, and it's on the border of, like, it's right outside Henderson and Arizona. I don't know if it's actually in Arizona or Nevada, but it's like real close. And so while we were there, we hiked this thing that I just found on some travel blog. Like, I don't know why people don't think blogs are awesome, because they are, and I found so many cool things. I found this place on a blog called Fresh Off the Grid, I believe, and I don't know, like a lot of hot springs are like commercialized and turned into like spas and stuff, and this one was straight up in a canyon, and it was awesome. So we like pulled off the highway, and it was in the middle of nowhere, no reception at all. Pull off the highway to this really small like dirt parking lot where there's like a couple other vans and stuff there. You can tell they've been traveling. And then we basically just walked off into the wilderness, like straight up. There was nothing there. It looked like if someone had seen us from the highway, they probably would have thought we had been out in the desert for like 5 days and just got lost. But we kept going. And then we went through these slot canyons for about 3 miles, and we eventually ended up at the Colorado River, which was beautiful. I'd never seen it before. I didn't realize that the Colorado River was in Nevada/Arizona, and it is. And then from there, we hiked a little bit more and found the hot springs, and there's like 5 different pools. Like, they get hotter as you go up. Some of them reach like 130 degrees or something like that, like crazy. And it was just us and a bunch of naked people, and I loved every minute of it. It was great. Yeah, after that, we kept on our way, and then we spent some time in Austin, Texas, where I saw Sam from Slightly South and Very West, and hung out with her there, and then we hung out with our friend Jared from Black Rifle Coffee. Then we got back last night, and we'll be here for 3 days before we leave again to Savannah, Georgia. So we got our lives cut out for us for the rest of this year. And to be honest, like, my birthday's on the 8th, and I was like kind of trying to think of what we were gonna do for my birthday, but I really just want to stay like in for the month of December and just do Christmas stuff all month. That's the goal. I don't know, like, we're still prepping singles and music and stuff like that. Like, we're always gonna be doing that, but I don't really fit that into my agenda. It's just kind of inevitably what happens. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to like overwhelm you with information in this video. It's essentially all this video was. But I had all the stuff and I wanted to use it, and so now you know what we were doing last month. And then we'll be home until Christmas. So that's what I'm doing, and that's why I haven't uploaded a whole lot of covers or any sort of vlog style stuff, because I just been living this month, guys. Straight living. And now I'm making a video for you, so now you know. Let me know if you want to see any sort of like Christmas edition stuff, since it is the fucking season. And yeah, I'll see you all on the next episode. I feel like every YouTube girl has a cat. Is that true? It is true.